I would like to address how the Friendship Circle has impacted me and my family, and also how our family may have impacted the volunteers at the Friendship Circle. But first, a bit of background. When talking about children with special needs, we refer to an enormous umbrella covering an ever-increasing wide range of disorders. I will address the behaviours of a child with social emotional difficulties, as this is an issue that I'm personally very familiar with. They often go to regular schools and have no great difficulty academically, but to not understand your environment, to not understand subtlety, to not be able to pick up on nuances, and to live in your own world, that's an enormous emotional handicap. It makes having a deep and genuine friendship very difficult, because friendship, as we know, is reciprocal, and often the reciprocity just isn't there. We brace ourselves when someone touches my son's things, when people eat eggs, which he absolutely hates, or when they say that they can run faster than him. It's often funny, but it certainly isn't fun. By the age of about 8 and a half, a child who has done multiple therapies since the age of 2.5 is done. They hate female teachers because they remind them of therapists. Babysitters are persona non grata, and even the nice teenage boy I paid to play ball with him left my house every Friday afternoon in tears. And so, when Hani Canterman called and offered volunteers to come and play with my son, I had flashbacks of those Fridays packing up a poor, disheartened teenager with 25 or 30 shekels for his efforts while trying to avoid his mother in the supermarket. So I said, "Thank you, Hani, but no thank you." 1 year later, Hani called again. This time, she packaged it differently. "Vanessa," she said, "you have 4 other children who wrongly assume that going to speech therapy is a treat because it's alone time with mummy. Let me send you 2 volunteers, one to play with your son and another to give attention to the others. Make them feel special." What can I say? It was a hit from day one. My daughter, who was 20 months younger than said son, felt like a princess. Beautiful, cool 15-year-old girls had come to play with her. Her eyes lit up as they entered our home. Someone had come to play, not to put her to bed, not to force her to eat her dinner or have a bath. No agenda, just friendship. And what about my son? Well, he was skeptical at first, assumed he would have to engage in power struggles, only to find that he didn't. Then attempted some serious boundary pushing, only to realize they'd come in peace. They weren't here to teach him how to speak, or what not to say, or to force him to practice his ball skills. They weren't disingenuously entering his world only to try to pull him out of it into the real one. All they wanted was friendship. I am privileged, truly privileged, to have provided my volunteers with a place to give unconditionally, and have marveled at their ever-increasing ability to be patient and detached from unintentional insult, whilst being super creative with their communication skills. I thank the Friendship Circle from the bottom of my heart, and hope that all of your ideas, Hani, to provide more courses and advice for the volunteers come to fruition, because it will be invaluable preparation for the interesting cases that lie ahead.